Good morning everybody, hope everybody's well and I hope everybody is blessed. What a wonderful time to be alive. I am sat in Cussadassi, in paradise. What a wonderful place to be, spending some fucking glorious time with my family, as a married man. Life's good, man, life is absolutely amazing. I thought I'd come on this morning and have a little laugh, have a little back and forth with this shadow bacon, this shadow wronging. Let me tell you something, yeah. So Shadowbox is talking about street fighting. I've had loads of street fights and they're not real. They don't count. In my eyes, street fighting do not count. I've had plenty of straighteners with plenty of hard kids in Middlesbrough area, even lads out of town as well. But why the fuck would I even come on here and talk about that? They don't count. That's a fantasy world. They're not real. Every single fight that I've had on them streets does not count. It never will count. It makes absolutely no difference to my fighting career. Now, I've had 12 boxing fights, white collar boxing fights. I've had 32 K1 kickboxing fights. I've beat the likes of Cal Hewitt, James Cannon, Chris Cooper, Lucas Probiak. Lucas Probiak is the GOAT of Gromda. He's still fighting bare knuckle now in Gromda, in one of the biggest bare knuckle organisations in the world, which is in Poland. They call him the GOAT. And he's fucking putting people to sleep. He's still smashing people over there. And I absolutely destroyed him in the first round. Now, I've got tremendous respect for Lucas. I was just too much for him, and I caught him early, and I put him to bed, I put him away. So that's why I won that fight. I do believe that I would beat Lucas 10 times out of 10, because I think I do everything better than Lucas, But for this bacon, this dirty sex offender wants to come on here and try and discredit my fight career when he's beat Andy Goy and Bash. Now, Andy Goy, I don't personally know him, so I've got nothing really bad to say about him. But I don't think he's ever won a fight. I don't think he's ever won a fight. Bash, I don't want to discredit Bash either, because I don't mind Bash. I've spoken to Bash in private. He's a nice kid. He's a nice lad. But when was the last time Bash won a fight? When? And this shadow bacon wants to come on here and try and discredit a proper fighter's career. My fighting career is on its way up. You're trying to build a fucking shit of doom, fighting in fucking backward land. This is in the fucking forest of fucking Ireland. You fucking, honestly, you're tapped, you're backward. There's something seriously wrong with you. You're a joke, you're a comical act, that you're a comedian act, that's what you are. The fact that you can try and discredit someone like myself, and actually have these fucking weirdos coming over to my Instagram messaging me, telling me that Shadow Boxer would beat me in a fight. Do you know what you remind me of? You remind me of Ted Bundy. You have that weird effect on people where, Ted Bundy had a massive support when he was in jail, regardless of how much of a vile, horrendous human being he was. That's what you are. You have this weird, dirty cult following, because some of the stuff that they come over and say to me, is vile. Talking about family members, what they're going to do to my family members. That's your following, mate. They're your following. They're your people coming over, talking to me. You Shadowboxer will do this to you. We'll do this to your family. That's your people. They're your kind. They're the kind of people that are going to follow you. I don't invite people like that into my life. You do, because of the way you are, because of your seedy, dirty conviction, the way you act. We've all seen you in Thailand threatening to headbutt women. We've all seen you getting filled in. We've all seen you we've all seen you getting clipped off a fucking, like some big fucking circus gloves. Was it Mac Bygraves? Or so, getting clipped. Even Paddy Conroy shouting, "Get up and fight." I'm concussed. Mate, no one gets concussion that quick. You're an absolute sausage of a man. Like, you couldn't, honestly, mate, like, the fact that people actually think that you can fight because your bear rug basher was fucking 10 stone ring and wet, drunk, you landed on top of him and give him a few digs. Now people think you're a grappler, a wrestler. Oh my God. Shadow, this is all I'll say to you, mate, right? Listen, I'll never, ever fight you in a million years. I'll never have an arranged fight with you. I'll never arrange a fight with you. The fact that you need 3-month training camp tells me how much of a shithouse you are. tells me how scared you are, tells me how pathetic you are. A 3-month training camp? Really? 6-week training camp. That's all people need. 6 to 8 weeks. You're asking for the 3-month training camp. You're a fucking muppet, mate. Like a proper muppet. And I don't hate you as a person. I despise your personality. I despise you. I think you're filth. I think any grown man that can call himself a fighter but yet wants to talk about another man's women, another man's woman, and another man's kids, grandchildren, is as good as a fucking nonce. That's what you are. You're a proper dirty wrong'un. If you want to talk about another man, another fighter's woman, and another fighter's kids, grandchildren, and stuff like that, then you deserve the same treatment as a fucking paedophile, mate. That's what you deserve. You're an absolute wrong'un, pal. That's what you are. Of course you've rubbed me up the wrong way. Of course I'm a little bit frustrated at you, but I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Would I gouge your eyeballs out? Yes, I certainly would. Would I bite your fucking big, smelly, hairy nose off? Yes, I would. I would swallow the fucker as well. I despise your personality. I despise the person you are. I don't hate anyone. I pray to God to remove that hate away from me. But you've always remember, I never become a Christian to become a pushover. After I've chewed your fucking moy off, after I've absolutely stamped all over your dirty skull, I would give that shit to Jesus. I would give that shit to God. Ask for forgiveness. But how it stands now, you will never, ever, ever get to fight me in a ring or cage. You will never need to do a fucking fight camp to fight me, ever. Because I will never give you the chance to fight me in a ring or cage or have any type of fucking money made off me, you dirty sex offender. That's what you are. God bless.